Hello again, basketball fans, and welcome to the Arkansas Sports Network's coverage of the 4A North Regional Basketball Tournament. The 4A North Regional Basketball Tournament is being presented by Arkansas Tech University, by the Arkansas Army National Guard, by D3 Auto Sales, by Heirloom Legal Services, by Farm Credit Associations of Arkansas, by H&R Block of Clarksville and Russellville, and by Platinum Roofing. Next up, the Farmington Cardinals are taking on the Morrilton Devil Dogs.
We're back here at Devil Dog Arena as we're getting the starting lineups right now for Farmington. The 1 seed out of the 4A1 North, and then we'll have Morrilton right after that. The host team, the 1 seed, actually the 2 seed out of the 4A4.
Now, don't get confused here. There is Morrilton being the home team going to wear the white, even though they are the 2 seed. Farmington being the 1 seed, they're wearing the darker jerseys today.
Yep. We're going to give the host site team.
Be interesting to see if they keep it that way on the scoreboard.
Right.
I think it will be. I think Morrilton will be the home on the scoreboard.
For the record, the graphic is correct.
Spoken like a true producer right there.
Looking forward to this one tonight, though, because you've got Morrilton, probably the most athletic team down here. Going to take on Farmington, who, they don't lack for athleticism themselves, that's for sure.
You got to be careful with that statement, but we were kind of talking about that earlier, and that's kind of how I was saying. But once you start going back over Farmington and you start remembering Jackson Berry, just a 6'4" dude that's a swing forward and does everything, dunks it, shoots threes. You got the Blakely twins. I mean, there's not a lack of talent on either side of these rosters tonight. Now, Morrilton has a guy like Malik Pleasant that, man, quickness might be unmatched in this game. Woodruff, I mean, he's kind of like Lane Taylor. They can both are automatic kind of behind 3.
Woodruff definitely got it going yesterday. I think he made 5 threes there in that first half. He was our player of the game, but very curious to see him match up against Lane Taylor here tonight. For
sure. We're getting ready for this. You got Malik Pleasant, one of the smallest players out there, jumping. That just shows off some of the athleticism. No wonder he's so quick. He almost gets it, but it's going to go with Farmington. Taylor has it. He's going to get it down inside to Berry. Berry off a curl, no good, but a rebound right there from Josh Blakely. He can't get it to go. They get a couple opportunities, but here comes B.J. Woodruff and the Morrilton Devil Dogs.
The size of Farmington, let's see if that becomes an issue for Morrilton. Not the biggest team that you're going to see out here, but Farmington's got nice size across that back line there.
Destin Tate with the ball, trying to bump in there. He's going up against the trees. Here comes Farmington. Lane Taylor all the way, takes a bump. It's going to count. He's going to have the and one. He got the continuation on the Euro there. Lane Taylor with a good start, and he's got 2 points, trying to make it 3.
I'm interested to see what happens with Taylor. He struggled a little bit yesterday. He had, 19 points or whatever it was, but he still, from the field, just didn't have a great game. It didn't really matter all that much, but I expect him to be a little bit better tonight.
I agree. Usually guys with his caliber of talent and scoring abilities have a bad night. They come back and have a great one the next night. B.J. Woodruff comes and gets it from Pleasant, and he's got it. Gets inside the paint.
Woodruff going to have to work for his today for sure.
Nice steal from Caleb Blakely. Still loose ball. Pleasant finally runs it down. Pleasant gets tripped. That's going to be a foul on Sam Wells. And that's going to put that'll be the first team foul. So
you got to wonder who the fast pace is going to be the advantage to tonight. Is it going to be Farmington or is it going to be Morrilton?
Both these teams can get out and run. I feel like, I don't know, Morrilton's got a Woodruff. Woodruff and Taylor kind of cancel each other out with their offensive skills, but I feel kind of like Morrilton might need to make this a faster paced game. Tate gets it, can't get it to go, but Pleasant's right there to clean it up. Malik Pleasant with his first bucket. It's 3-2.
Pleasant had a nice game yesterday.
Had some big steals.
A couple big three-pointers.
Yeah, I think he ended up with 3 or 4 threes. Nice little pass from the post to Taylor, who's cutting down. Goes out of bounds, though. It's going to go back to Morrilton.
I think the ball maybe just slipped out of his hand right there. Nobody touched it.
Woodruff gets it up to number 20 in the game. That's Markel Swinton. Swinton's been a good player for these Devil Dogs for the last couple seasons. Played a lot with Joseph Pinion last year, him and Mosley. Pleasant picks up the dribble. Now he gets it back up top. This is Mosley. He gives it up. Swinton with it, waiting on Woodruff to come around the baseline. They go away from it. Pleasant, top of the key. He's got Taylor on him. He picks up a screen from Tate. He gets bumped. I guess he lost control, got it back, and it's stolen away, though.
Shot clock violation. You know, and again, I think I said this in the last game about the Farmington girls. I'm going to say it about the Farmington boys as well. Playing defense like a bigger school, 5A, 6A school. They just really play that tough man-to-man. It's just different when you haven't seen it all year long.
Nice little. They had some double screens and stuff going on up at the high post, and Caleb Blakely flashes out of there. I believe he got our player of the game, did he not?
He did. He was our D3 auto sales player of the game.
Well deserving. Taylor with it. He takes a bump.
Wow.
And
the old lefty Larry Bird shot right there, right?
Just for fun.
Larry Bird one time told the other team that he was going to, or he told his team he was going to play left-handed the whole game, and I think he scored 40-ish points that night.
It was over 30, I know that.
Didn't shoot a shot with it right hand.
I love the game where he told dude what he was going to do before he did it out of a timeout.
Oh, wow, what a rebound there by Sam Wells.
Touched every part of the rim and came out. There's Barry for 3. He gets his first points of the night.
That's a tough one right there. They had him stopped,
8-2.
And then somehow ball comes out. Farmington gets a 3 on it, and like you said, 8-2.
Feels like a close game. You look up, it's a 6-point advantage already for Farmington. Morrilton needs a good possession right here. They got a couple screens up at the high post. Number 5 in the ball game now. That's trying to remember his name. You hear Ross. And we got a foul on Woodruff.
Coach Keith Zachary going to be looking to get a timeout pretty quick on another bucket, I think.
Yeah, Morrilton needs to stop in a bad way right now. 4:34 to go in the first period. 8-2, Farmington with the lead. Taylor brings it across the timeline and gives it up. Blakely to Barry. Barry going to curl in, had some openings, but Woodruff's sitting there, or is that Tate? That's Tate, and he'll take the charge. So back and forth right there. Both teams getting it done defensively.
Good defense there by Morrilton. One turn deserves another one, right?
That's correct. Malik Pleasant with the ball. He gives it up. That's Ross. Ross had a couple big threes yesterday. Played some good minutes for the Devil Dogs. He comes off that bench. Woodruff with it. Him and Wells. That's going to be a good matchup to see. Pleasant loses control. They're going to get Taylor for the foul. Did Taylor get in foul trouble earlier yesterday? It seems like.
He did. He had 2 fouls early. Yeah, that's right. 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Farmington played Wednesday. It kind of seems like all that stuff kind of runs together.
So in the corners, Woodruff is looking to drive a little bit. Spin move up with the left hand off the glass. PJ Woodruff. He's a good player.
Yeah, he can definitely play with this Farmington squad, no doubt about it. Very good player.
5 threes in the first half the other night. Taylor step back, no good. A little bit of a fadeaway up ahead. Mosley. Was that Swinton? Yeah, that was Mosley. I'm sorry. He gets to the Pleasant now. Tate with it. It's among the trees again. You got to kick it out. Ross, he's a 3-point specialist. And there's the first one he eyes down. You hear Ross for 3. And from 8-2 to 8-7, Morrilton right back in it.
Big plays there for the Devil Dogs. Got used to saying the Lady Cardinals, but the Devil Dogs there. Nice job to close the gap here.
Tough pass from Wells, and it's stolen away by Tate for a moment. Now Pleasant has it.
Wow.
Going off that quickness. That's what he does. And here comes Ross. Jacob Blakely is back. Josh Blakely, I should say.
Oh,
They
they
count it.
a shot.
And the
Wow.
and one. Wow.
I'm
what
just
a
gonna,
play.
I'm
from
just going to
Mosley.
say right now, we might have got a little
From
bit of
Ross.
the emotion of that
Yes.
that play right there, because to me that one probably on the floor.
It definitely looked like it was on the floor. I was just going to say it, but
Yeah, here Ross, though, he just hits a three. Now he has a chance to get it the old-fashioned way, and he's already given his Devil Dogs the lead. Can he increase it to 2? He does. Pure shooter right there, and it's 10-8.
great
Morrilton.
resiliency.
8-0 run.
Referees are human too, and they get caught up in the emotion of the action just like everybody else does.
Lane Taylor going to stop and pop off the board. Can't get it to fall. He's had a couple tonight, just down inside the cylinder or rolled around every part of the rim once. Can't get him to fall so far. Tate with it, gives it up to Pleasant. Malik Pleasant scanning the defense. Over to Ross. You've got Barry out on him. Now he gets it down to Woodruff. Interesting matchup here. Woodruff going against number 24 in the game. He gives it up. Tate gives it up to a cutting Ross, and he's going to be fouled and sent back to the free throw line.
8-0 run here by Morrilton. Big time play here.
Second foul on Barry. That's big.
Yeah, that is big.
And 24, I spoke about a moment ago, that is Cameron Chrisman in the game, the 5'9 junior.
Big time play by Morrilton here to get back up, and Farmington off to a great start, but Morrilton has answered.
This game right here is huge for seeding for state tournament. Both of these teams already in, trying to climb that seed ranking, and Farmington undefeated on the season, 32-0 at least, what we have them as. Taylor gets in. This time he gets it kissed off the glass.
He's one of those guys, if he sees one go in the hoop, there's no telling what might happen.
He's a guy that gets streaky and get hot. He can get 10 points in about 2 minutes. You don't watch it. 11-10. Morrilton with a 1-point lead. They're on a 9-2 run right now. Nice elevation from Mosley.
Morrilton playing on a little bit of emotion of the home crowd right now.
You can see the confidence just increasing.
Taylor going to the free throw line off the shot there. Blocking foul. It's on Dustin Tate. Coach Zachary, he's talking to the ref right now. I don't think he agreed, but he's letting him know in his own way. I love Coach Keith Zachary.
First free throw from Taylor is good. Look up, he's got 6 points. 2 of 2 from the free throw stripe so far. Fixing to get his third attempt.
One thing you don't want is him on the free throw line.
That's right. He's got 7 now. All right, so Ross gets it to Pleasant. Back to Ross. He's going to take a 3. Hand down, man down. This one no good, though. And a big skying rebound from number 22, Josh Blakely. Taylor wanting to push. Nice
Look at
dribble.
the handle.
Yeah, that was pretty kind of a stop. A little hezzy. And he gets it to an open Cameron Chrisman for 2.
So we got a stoppage in play here. Let me say something about Cameron Chrisman right now. He hits that baseline jumper right there. But if you look at him on the defensive end, he is totally face guarding B.J. Woodruff right now. And Farmington, that plan is to take Woodruff out of the game and try to make everybody else beat him.
Yeah, they had Wells on him. Wells gets the substitution for Chrisman, and Chrisman's doing the same thing, guarding Woodruff and just face guarding him right now. Jimmy Whitnam.
You love that kind of effort, and then being able to hit that shot. That's a lot of
There he
energy.
is. He gets loose a little bit off the bank. I don't know if he called it, but it's good. And B.J. Woodruff gets his first 3. Like we said, 5 the other night, first half alone. 16-14, Morrilton, 2-point lead, 43 seconds left in the first quarter. Here comes Caleb Blakely on the screen. Taylor, open 3.
Oh, my.
And he nails it from about 23 foot over Destin Tate, who boxed out on him. Woodruff takes a bump. Taylor heating up now, 10 points in the first period, and missed a couple that were down in the cylinder and came out. He'd have even more. Mosley gets it back to Tate. Tate, free throw line. Good spin on the ball. It's good.
Nice shot by
Morrilton's
Tate
getting
there.
guys to step up and make shots, and they needed that to happen in this game. Tate's one of them. Ross having a great night. And it's been a fun thing to see. 1 second left.
What a play.
What a pass. He gets it off in time.
And one.
And an and one as Caleb Blakely gets the bucket, gives his Farmington Cardinals the lead, and has a chance to increase it to 2 with .1 left on the arena scoreboard.
My goodness, what a play there by Lane Taylor. I tell you what, I've been so impressed by the way he passes the basketball in these first 2 games.
It's a fine dime, and that's going to end it. They do throw it up. It shouldn't have. It will not count. They
It
wave
won't
it off.
count. It can't count. Holy cow.
.1, you don't have time to get it off. It was a late clock from the score keeper.
By rule, you have to have at least 0.3 of a second on the clock to get a shot off. Woodruff just let it fly. It went down, but you can't count that one right there.
Tell me we got that one on camera.
We did not.
We did not?
I did not follow the ball.
That's all right. It was unbelievable. Length of the court, backboard in. We're going to take a break, though. We'll be back. We've got a good one here. 2018 Farmington with 2-point advantage.
See you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
Over the years, you've seen me wear a lot of hats and do a lot of crazy stuff to get your attention, but we are Arkansas's Quality Dealer of the Year, and it's because we care about our people and our vehicles look different. We specialize in leveled and lifted trucks, and we make the process easy. D3Autosales.com.
All right, we're back here at Devil Dog Arena, and we had an exciting first period. Ended with some fireworks as Caleb Blakely gets an and one with .1 left. Then they inbound it. Remember who that was for Morrilton?
B.J. Woodruff.
B.J. Woodruff. Everybody in the Devil Dog outfit, you know, throwing the swag up, supporting these Devil Dogs, was thinking he had his second 3 of the period, but with a .1, you can't catch and shoot. But he made about a
65.
Yeah.
It was probably a 65-footer. Long way, but it was a impressive shot.
Blakely might have been partially blocked by Fondren. Farmington still with it, and then,
Oh,
man, Taylor, you could put a hand in his face. He somehow gets that shot off and almost down again.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for a better contest than that, and it still should have went in almost.
He has a lot of Kobe Bryant style to his game and his mid-range jumpers, which we know Kobe kind of copied his game off of Jordan. So built a lot differently, but it looks like it's going in every time he shoots it. Woodruff, a leaner, kind of did, had his body kind of contorted to the side, wasn't squared up. Somehow he gets it to roll, and that's what big-time players do.
this is the 3rd time I've seen B.J. Woodruff, and I'm telling you, this kid can play with anybody in the state of Arkansas.
He's good. Taylor tries to go behind his back, gets it off the back of his foot. He gets it back, though. Now inside. And we're going to get a foul on Ross against Josh Blakely. He'll put him on the line.
That was great on-ball defense by Ja'Cory Mosley on Lane Taylor. It's really hard to stay with him.
That's the kind of thing that Morrilton has an opportunity in this game. If they can kind of get a guy on Taylor, who's such just a dynamic offensive player. If they can kind of to slow him down a bit, they have an opportunity here to do some things in this game. So Josh Blakely gets both of them.
Hello?
You're not on, buddy. We've got another Caldwell on the mic right now. That's David Caldwell getting to listen, and now Allie Joe Caldwell getting to hear a little bit of in-game production. Got a 3-point basket, no good. Here comes Farmington, behind the back dribble. Lane Taylor eyes one down, off the front iron, no good. Woodruff with the rebound. He's pushing. Thought he was going to stop and pop. He does pick up his dribble. He gives it up. Pleasant for three. Off back iron. Jackson Berry rips down the rebound. Taylor and Farmington want to slow it down a little bit, get a good set here. Caleb Blakely with it, gives it to Berry. Berry's wanting to work. He's got 2 fouls. Left hand. Just kind of throws it up off the glass, gets it to go.
Boy, the strength of Berry and just the flexibility of his game, you got to love it, man.
6'4" junior. He'll be back next year, as will Lane Taylor. He'll be over 3,000 points by no time early on next year. He's eyeing it down right now. Woodruff, nice dribble. Gets a little floater, can't get it to go. Good defense. Somehow he fights for it. Taylor on the court.
My goodness. Look at Josh Blakely.
Blakely and Ross got a jump ball. Possession is going to be Morrilton.
Look at Josh Blakely. He was level with the floor, parallel,
yeah.
I should say. I mean, unbelievable play there.
Both of these teams want it. You can see it right now. There's no back down, giving everything they got out there.
Well, usually these type of games are the ones that kind of decide how far you go in the state tournament. You know, you don't want to go in as a 4 seed or a 3 seed in some cases. So this one's a big game, huge game.
Pleasant. He's got Taylor kind of sagging off of him for the moment. Now he gives it up. Ross over to number 12. That's B.J. Woodruff. Woodruff picks up the dribble, gets it down in the corner to Pleasant. Shot clock's at 14. Pleasant took the hip check, no call. Ross with it. He gets all the way in. Parted the C, couldn't make it. I think he didn't realize he's going to be that open at the last second. Another jump ball. This time it goes to Farmington. Man, Pleasant made a dynamic move, and he was so open all of a sudden. Don't think he realized he's going to be that open. I think it was Pleasant. They're changing hands quickly.
Serious intensity here.
Yeah, I was about to say, they got a lot of tenacity, diving on the floor, a lot of hustle. Great effort from both sides.
We're privileged to get to call this game. And it's an oop from Taylor into Blakely. Can't get it to go. Barry's fighting for it. Woodruff comes away with it. Now he'll get it to Ross. Here comes the Devil Dogs. Pleasant, they're down 4. They're trying to close the gap. Bounce pass inside. Barry says, Too much length there. Good eyes. Good hand-eye coordination. Taylor with it. Behind the back dribble. He gets inside the lane. Makes everybody wait. He'll draw the foul.
I'll tell you right now, he's just ahead of his time. You don't see too many high school players play with the kind of smarts that he has.
You remember Patrick Beverly at Arkansas when he had that kind of Chicago style back, toughness to him and just headiness where he knew how to get guys off their feet. He knew how to draw fouls. It's a lot what you see out of Taylor early on in high school, though. You don't see that, like you said, you don't see that in Arkansas a whole lot, really, at this age. It's impressive to see. Very, very heady, a lot of moxie. Lane Taylor gets both free throws.
You sure don't want him at the free throw line. And he does have 12 points.
26-20. Farmington increases the lead to 6. Mosley has the ball. Going to drive. He rises up. Can't get it to go. And Jackson Berry rips down a rebound. I'm telling you right now, Berry does a lot of things that you don't see on the stat sheet. It's a lot of we do stat. We don't, but they do track stats on the rebounds. But he just does a lot of little things. Good defender.
Wow. And just
passes,
on cue right there.
Turn around with the left hand. Got a couple up with the left hand here. Up off the board. Off of this the block here on the left side.
Looked like Jalen Graham.
Yeah. Kind of has that push shot a little bit sometimes.
Got a little old school in his game, a little YMCA in his game.
Woodruff spin move, partially deflected from number 13 in the game. Pull him up. That is Hunter Reeves, a 6'3" junior.
Good defense there by Farmington. And
Taylor, that's too easy. Had an open lane to the basket. He took it. He's got 14, and we've got a timeout, 30-20. Farmington, 10-point advantage.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
And we're back here at Double Dog Arena. It's been a fun one so far, but Farmington, the last few moments, pulled away a little bit. Separation, 30-20, 10-point advantage. This is a pivotal moment after this timeout. Morrilton needs to get a couple good offensive sets here and
so one of the things
stops.
that's been the key for Morrilton staying in this ball game early has been the fact that they've been able to get more guys just other than Woodruff involved. Right now, he's taking all of the defense's attention right now. They've got to have some other guys make shots.
Ross, Mosley, Swinton, Pleasant. There's Ross in the corner. It's long, but good rebound from Mosley. And then he bounces off his knee, but they're going to get a foul, I believe. They're going to charge 23 with it, who's in the game.
Foul number 12, Sam Wells.
Oh, they got it. They did get it on Sam Wells, number 12. 23 was in the game, though. That was Maddox Mahan. He checks out. Pleasant trying to get it to Woodruff. They're going to get Wells again. So he's going to pick up another one. He's a starter, and he's going to go right back to the bench.
Don't get me wrong, that's serious, but they've got a guy to bring in for him just like him that's going to come in, Crispin, do the same things that he's doing right now.
Yep, but now they're in the bonus. Both teams in a bonus. Woodruff to shoot. He can't get that one to go.
So let me just say that. Woodruff has a pure stroke, but that defense is getting into his legs just a little bit. He wouldn't normally miss that free throw.
Taylor, crossover, pulls up off the glass. You let him get down there to about a 14-foot area and where he can rise up and see that go without a hand in the face. He's going to nail it. Having a great night, 32-20. Ooh, nice drive that time. Couldn't get it to fall, though. That was Woodruff. Taylor with a rebound. He's pushing. Started to step back. He was going to get blocked if he did. Wise decision to get rid of it. They pass it around. Three-point basket's no good from Crispin. And Taylor gets his, though.
My goodness.
Jinx.
Right?
Is that 19 points I'm showing now?
19 points is correct. He's getting hot. He's heating up right now.
And we just said a moment ago when we were in the break, it was a 10-point lead. It was a good time for a timeout. You don't want to get down 15 or so to this Farmington team, and that's exactly where we're at.
It's just right now the defense of Farmington is stifling Morrilton.
Good job by Mosley. And a tip in, I believe.
I think number three got it. Yep.
Roderick Fondren. And those are the kind of spots we're talking about. Fondren, Mosley, Pleasant, Ross. They got Tate. They got to get some buckets, some trash buckets like that one. Help out a guy like Woodruff who's getting so much attention. Pleasant, guarding Taylor. This ought to be a good guard right here.
5 seconds. Call. Nice job.
5-second call. Good job by Pleasant. And Taylor not happy about it. Arguing something that he felt like there was some separation maybe at one point.
He's saying he got the separation there. Referee did not agree.
Woodruff with it. He's got Crispin all over him. Face guard him. Pleasant with the ball on the wing. Gets it to Fondren. Fondren. Oh, man, I think he could have just took a jump shot, tried to get too close, and that was a block by Blakely. And now we got a foul on Barry. That's his third foul.
Oh.
That's huge. Barry brings so much. He's 6'4". I mean, he does it on both ends. He's got a tough assignment on defense, and he's been a really good weapon on offense. I've got him down with 7 points so far in this game.
Yeah, now you don't have too many Jackson Berries to bring off the bench.
Exactly. Taylor Ross, first free throw was good. All right, you hear Ross. I apologize. Can't read my own writing.
He's got 8 points on the game so far.
Yeah, first one in this period. Had 7 in the first period. And he gets both of them. It's back to an 11-point game, but we're down to 39 seconds left in the half. Taylor, stop the dribble, then keep on going in. One-hander's no good. Off. Ooh, I think that was a bad call there. I thought it went off. The ref had a bad angle. He had a couple guys blocking his view, so he couldn't quite see it. I thought Blakely might have touched that one last, but he's going to stay with Farmington. With 31.5 to go, there'll be no shot clock after that shot by Taylor. Reset it. Blakely gets it. That's Caleb. He's dribbling. Gets back up top. He's going to get it off to Taylor. Taylor now being guarded by Swinton, or Mosley, I should say. They're wanting to dribble down, get the last shot. I really liked Pleasant and him on. You got the 5-second call a minute ago. Might be something they want to go back to sometimes. He gets a screen and then a bump, and that's just a heady play from Taylor.
That's a cheap one there for Woodruff, too. You can't give up that many cheap ones in a game.
You don't want to foul Taylor when he's in a bonus with 5 seconds left on the clock. And see what foul is that. That's the second on Woodruff. Mr. Automatic from the line. 5 of 5 from the free throw stripe so far. Make it 6 of 6. I really don't even have to think about it. I almost know it's going in. He probably misses 1 out of every 20, something like that.
Maybe, yeah.
Second one is up. Oh, and it rolls out.
Announcer's jinx.
Absolutely.
So 36-24, he gets it off the top of the backboard, no good. And it's a 12-point advantage for Farmington, but we've had a competitive battle so far in this one. A lot of fun. We'll take a break. We'll come back and give you some halftime stats after this.
From the moment you enter the court, we're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official when I was a senior in high school, 17 years old. I think it's the best decision I've made. You could play, and you could make extra money on the weekends on the side, and why not?
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to like experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and young athletes who can translate those skills to officiating.
So much of officiating is not necessarily what you do on the court. It's how you conduct business off the court as well. Being an official, sure, it's not easy.
And if it wasn't for those difficulties, I don't think I would be where I'm at, because it helped me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
Shot up. What a play by the freshman Lily Reed. Rowe all the way to the basket. Shot up good. I love the aggressiveness of Brooklyn Rowe. A little crossover dribble. Gets to the basket. Oh! Slam dunk. And going to the free throw line. My goodness. Heber still within striking distance. Parks, that's good.
Give her an inch. She'll take a mile.
My goodness. 7 3-pointers now for Abigail Parks.
Another spin move all the way in. Absorbs the contact, lays it up with the right hand. That was Boehner who come in, put a body on him, and what a strong play and great finish there from number 10. Good with it. Oh, man, wow, crazy Euro. That was pretty. Good.
Are you ready?
Are you ready for tip-off? Arkansas PBS and the Arkansas Activities Association's back with championship basketball. It's going to be live in Hot Springs starting on March 9th. Going to run all weekend long as the state's best players are competing for a title. For all the ways to watch, go to myarpbs.org/sports.
All right, we're back here at Devil Dog Arena at halftime. 36-24. Farmington Cardinals with a 12-point advantage, but this is been a very competitive battle so far. A little bit of separation there. It was 22-20, and since then it's been a 14-4 run for Farmington to kind of end the half. But I expect this to kind of get heated back up in the second half.
Well, they've got to find an answer for Lane Taylor, and the thing is there's a lot of people that have tried to find an answer for him throughout the year. and they haven't been able to do that.
They did put Pleasant on him at one point. He got a 5-second call. Taylor thought that was a bad call. He might have got the benefit of the doubt, but that was one spot that, that's a lot of work for Pleasant to do. That kind of takes him out of his offensive game if
Absolutely.
he's going to guard Taylor like that.
The question,
so it's kind of not how you want to do that.
The question for Morrilton really is, do they have enough scores to keep up?
Exactly.
I mean, 12-point deficit at half is not ideal. They've already given up 36, which means that Farmington's on pace for 72. Morrilton's not a 72-point scoring team as it is.
Right, not against a really good defense, So they got to figure it out. Jackson Berry, 3 fouls. That will help. He'll probably I don't know, he may come in a little late, come in the second half. He might go ahead and start with 3 fouls and see if he can kind of hold that for a while.
Let's
go
get
ahead and get you to the
H&R
block
of Clarksville and Russellville 3-point update, and you see down below there we've got Morrilton. They're shooting free throws at a 66% clip inside the arc, 41%, and the 3-point percentage is 33. They got a 65-footer wiped off there.
Yeah.
For Farmington, 8 of 13, I believe, from the free throw line. They're 47% inside the arc. At 75% is what I had them. I probably missed one, to be honest with you there. But they're still shooting at a pretty good clip. I had them at 3 of 4 from three-point line.
Yeah, Lane Taylor has 2 of them, and Jackson Berry has the other one. So, like we said, Berry going to the bench is big. Berry's got 7 points. Taylor has 20 at halftime.
Yeah.
2 for Crispin, 2 for Josh Blakely, and 5 for Caleb Blakely. And that rounds out their scoring over for.
Well, and let's talk about Taylor real quick.
Yeah,
you hear about Taylor, huge scoring games. I mean,
yes.
I know 61 last year as a sophomore. I think he may have had a 50-point game this year. The reason why he's so dadgum relentless on offense, I mean, he don't just shoot three-pointers. He's inside the lane, and he gets to the free throw line a lot. He has a huge scorer's mentality.
He's got a big motor. He never stops. You'll see a lot of guys in high school, especially they'll take off a couple of trips on offense. He don't ever take a trip off. It doesn't seem like.
Right.
You don't know if he's just going to hang out around a 3-point line and not cut. If he gets the ball, he's ready to explode, or he may just, you got to have a hand up on him, or he's just going to shoot it from there, and he's so good from there.
Right.
He's constantly just coming at you in waves, and it makes him so dynamic. We'll get to the individual scores from Morrilton. They're led by Yahir Ross, and he's having a big night. He's got 9. B.J. Woodruff was 7. Farmington's done a pretty good job on him. 2 for multiple guys, Pleasant, Fondren, Mosley, and Tate, all with a bucket apiece. And Morrilton wants to get back in this game, have a chance to win. All those guys got to get up to about 5, 6, 7 points apiece and keep spreading it around a little bit. Let some guys help you besides Woodruff.
Can we go to scores around the state? Do we have that? Bill's got it queued up. So from the early round so far, we've got Nemo Vista over Guy Perkins, 64-36. Harding over Helena, 61-42. Nashville over Arkadelphia, 65-28. That's one that a lot of people are interested in around these parts. Melbourne, 48-34 over Mountain View. That was at Mountain View, by the way. That's a big win for Melbourne. Melbourne playing very well in the 3A right now. A team that's they've won 2A. I can't even remember how many years in a row there. They've moved up to 3A. Nobody was expecting much of them. They're playing well now. Riverside, 34-17 over Rector.
Yeah, and that Harding score, 61-42 over Helena, that's a big one because in that girls' conference over there, Harding and Helena have been kind of back and forth all year long trying to get right in there with Episcopal, and one of them knocked off Episcopal in the district tournament champion or somewhere in the tournament. I don't know if it's a championship game or not. That's a huge win, big victory.
This battle down here at the Pulaski Robinson and Forest City, I heard that was just a barn burner of a ball game. Now that was from last night, 55-52 there. Pulaski Robinson did win that one. I think what happened in that game, Robinson jumped out to a massive lead. Forest City came storming back, missed a three-pointer at the buzzer, and Robinson was able to move on. That's an unbelievable region over there in the 4A East. West Fork, Charleston over West Fork, Mayflower falling to Episcopal, Johnson County West Side over Haas Hall in Bentonville, and then Woodlawn falling to Akron.
Akron, that's right. And I think we had that Mayflower Episcopal last night when we gave the update. We were all like, "Oh my Lord, that's unbelievable!" Mayflower.
Adam was crying.
Yeah,
over
Adam
here.
was crying. He can't wait to see one of the best players in the state.
Gotta see him, man. It can't be
Lamar,
losing in the
which
region.
they have. So, yeah. So, anyways, big win for Episcopal. And thank you for getting that graphic together for us, Mr. Aaron Powers.
All right, well, let's go to a quick break, and let's get to second half action.
Minute 20 to go. We'll talk to you in a minute.
Bank is committed to you. Since our founding in 1999, we've become one of the nation's most trusted banks by remembering that you come first. By empowering our communities to reach their highest potential through our dedication to local charity, education, and exceptional service, because we are proud to call Arkansas home. Banking with you in mind. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
We're back here getting ready for the second half as they go ahead and inbound the ball. We've got 16 minutes left to decide this one. Who's going to move on to the championship game tomorrow in the region here, the 4A North. It's a good start for Morrilton as Ja'Cory Mosley hits a jumper. Cuts the lead to 10. Here comes Taylor and the Cardinals. Mosley's guarding him. Now they'll get it into Caleb Blakely. Blakely using the off arm a little bit, gets some separation, can't get it to fall. Barry in there with 3 fouls. He digs one out, puts it up off the glass.
Yeah, now, one thing you don't want to see if you're a Farmington fan is Jackson Berry fall to his 4th foul here. He's got to be a little bit careful.
And you know, Keith Zachary probably talked to his team about that. If he's in there, let's attack him on offense, see if we can get that 4th foul. Right now, Mosley got that first early jumper. He's working against Caleb Blakely. Gives it up to Tate, back to Mosley. He's going to reverse course, takes a screen, and then we're going to get a blocking foul on Josh Blakely, number 22.
And they counted the basket.
They did, wow.
Woo. Looked like that one was on the floor, too. That's the same ref that called the same thing on the other end of the court.
I guess if you get it on all ends, it's fine. But, boy, it seems like almost a continuation, right?
Mosley with 4 quick points, trying to make it 5. It looks good. He's got a lot of arch on his free throw, and it was good. So, 29-38, they start out with a 5-0 run. Or I say that, but Barry did score a moment ago. Now we got a blocking foul on Tate. Barry's going to inbound on the baseline. So 5-2 start for Morrilton. Taylor trying to make it 5-4. Got swatted down on a little bit by Mosley. Mosley thought he got all ball. They're going to give him with the foul, though.
You know, Taylor going against somebody that might be a little bigger and even a little bit more athletic, he's still, again, it's just a heady game that he plays.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen him multiple times rise up with a guy right on him, and he gets his shot off. A dude that's taller than him can jump higher probably and longer, you know, and it's like, how is he getting that? It's almost like a little fadeaway game he has going as well. And that time he just hung in the air and double pumped. Did he get both of those? He did.
He did.
And we saw him miss one right before the half. That doesn't happen very often. We probably won't see another one for this tournament. 40-29.
The Farmington fans are throwing things at you right now.
Somehow gets another rebound. I don't know how Josh Blakely, he swatted at that ball. He missed it. That would have went into the mezzanine up there.
I'm ready for the Farmington fans to start throwing us some Q.
Yes.
Ball's back to Farmington. They're up 11. 6:20 to go. 3rd period. Taylor working against Mosley. Nice crossover. Gets in the lane. Tries to hand it off, but great hands that time from Swinton. And we got a jump ball, but it is going to be with Morrilton, so it will turn over here. Now they're talking about something. Did they already flip the possession arrow and I missed it, or did they call a foul instead? Did they overturn it? I did see a jump ball signal.
They're checking on the arrow.
Now,
see
the
if they
arrow
got it
might
right.
not have, right. Who had the ball first? I believe it was Morrilton.
Morrilton
that
had
came
the ball
right
first.
down. So, yeah, they haven't had a jump ball it will stay with Farmington here. Just go ahead and leave the possession arrow there. Barry's going to inbound from the baseline. He gets it to Taylor, fakes the handoff. Now he dumps it to him. And Barry, with that soft touch with the left hand, gets his second bucket of the second half. Swinton brings it across the timeline. He gives it up. That's Pleasant with it. Woodruff trying to get to it, but he's being face guarded by Wells. Wells in there with 3 fouls. Now Woodruff has it. Tate tries to set a screen. Woodruff, good job turning around, getting some distance. Barry drops the rebound, and then Destin Tate goes up strong, and he's going to go to the stripe.
Nice job there by Tate.
Foul number 22, Josh Blakely, his third.
So we've got Mosley with 5 so far, Tate with 2, trying to add to it right here. Guys that we said need to step up, take some pressure off of Woodruff, and it's happening so far. Just got to get stops. That's the hard part. 42-32. That was the 3rd foul on number 22, Josh Blakely. So that's big as well. Rebound from Woodruff. Here comes Morrilton. Woodruff's going to stop. Oh, yeah, good job.
Nice move.
Left it just a little short. He's going to fight for it. Puts it on the court, hits his toe. Going to end up being a jump ball, and Morrilton will keep it this time.
I love just the fight that both teams are showing right now.
They're giving it their all, and it's fun to see. 5:14 to go in the 3rd. They got it back to a 10-point game. Advantage Morrilton so far this second half. Doing a good job at the free throw line. Woodruff has it. Working against Wells. Tried to draw the foul. Would have been Wells' 4 if he doesn't get it. Here comes Taylor and the Cardinals. Taylor behind the back dribble. Gets it to the lane. That's what he does. Then he just rises up. Good elevation on that one-hand little floater, and it's good.
The thing about Taylor is he's quick in his decisions.
Yes, I agree. Good analogy, Brad Caldwell.
Well, you know, when you're going to make a move, he doesn't hesitate. There's no hesitation with it. He knows what he's doing. He knows where he's going. He knows if he's going up.
Yeah, and if you watch his setup, he sets himself up
That's
to get
right.
that offhand away from the defender a little bit. Use that chest and kind of shield.
Good
Nice
pass. Wow.
And I thought Josh Blakely was going to throw it down for a second, but he gets it off the glass.
Farmington takes the timeout, 30-second timeout.
46-32. We'll be back after this on the Arkansas Sports Network.
See you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
We're back here at Devil Dog Arena. Morrilton came out in the second half. They've did a good job. They kind of closed the gap for a moment, but you look up, it's right back at 46-32. Had a couple big moments from Taylor. Jackson Berry's got 4 in a period, and Josh Blakely, having a good bucket just a moment ago. And there he gets the steal. That's Caleb. He can't get it to fall. It's fought for. Woodruff comes away with it. Caleb Blakely all over him. Woodruff gets a separation. He's going to stop. He's going to spin up off the glass. No good. Gets his own rebound. I will say this, and I've noticed it a couple times. B.J. Woodruff's second jump is impressive. He's got a Charles Barkley top second jump, get off the court quickly. He's going to go to the free throw line. Jackson Berry just picked up that 4th foul, and that's one thing that Farmington didn't need to happen. You've got Josh Blakely with 3, Sam Wells with 3, and now 4 on Berry. Free throw rolls around and finally falls down for Woodruff. It's his first point of the second half. So we got 13 checking in. That's Hunter Reeves for Jackson Berry. And that's big. Second free throw for Woodruff. Front iron gets the roll. He's got 9. Taylor, they're getting a little bit of a press now from Morrilton, making them work. Now they get Taylor. Taylor moves well away from without the ball in his hand. In a little Euro. Just too easy, man. The guy so hard to stop. 6 points in the third. Woodruff with it. Reverses course. Gets back up top. It's 47-34. Woodruff driving. He gets all the way in. Scoop shot off the board is good. It's fun watching Taylor and Woodruff go back and forth. Taylor gets it up to 24. That's Chrisman. Chrisman being guarded by Swinton. Now they switch. Swinton's now on Taylor. Taylor behind the back. He's going in the lane. That's what he does. He gets that body kind of sides to the side a little bit. Gets that right side shielded where he's going to shoot from. And he gets it to go. Dude, he's one of those dudes that when you look at his points in the paint in the game, he scores probably more than most of the bigs.
Well, if you haven't watched him, you would think he'd be in love with the three-pointer, but he's not.
Yeah, and that's what I really like about his game. Mosley couldn't get one to fall, and Taylor and the Cardinals have it again. Taylor in the lane, gets a triple team. Tate might have got a block, but then he got too aggressive after that, and he's going to get charged for the foul.
No, they called jump ball.
Wow, okay. So that's what I was saying. It was kind of a block, but then I thought afterwards they kind of fell down after that. They drew some, but a jump ball call. Good eye. Stays with Farmington. Referee's talking about something. Now they're going to talk to the other referee. Going over to the scores table. So I believe it should be, if it's Farmington ball, the arrow's got to go back towards Morrilton. I don't know. They might be talking about the shot clock. Now he's going to go talk to Coach Zachary.
I'm monitoring.
So Farmington has it, and the possession arrow's staying with Farmington, so I'm not sure if they call jump ball or what happened there. Josh Blakely somehow got in there and got it.
My goodness.
We got 3 people for a moment there had their hands on the ball, maybe 4. Eventually it was Woodruff and company, and the jump ball now
goes back to Morrilton.
And the arrow's on Morrilton still, so I don't know. It's kind of weird how they're doing the arrow, but they get it in. Pleasant to Tate. I said Tate, but I meant Swinton. Here he comes. Now they got the arrow fixed. Okay, here we go. Swinton with the ball. Gives it off to Woodruff. Caleb Blakely on him. Woodruff looks like he's wanting to drive a little. Got banged up a little bit. Gets rid of it. Swinton. His fadeaway is no good. Rebound comes away to Taylor. He was wanting to push. It's a 2-on-2. Taylor runs around everybody, gets all the way to the glass, lays it up and in.
Just when you think he's going up, he's not, and then he goes up, and you're already up in the air.
A little bit of drawing a blank, but San Antonio Spurs, Manu Ginobili, a little bit of that in his game, sort of. Very herky-jerky, don't know what he's going to do at times. Just smart with the ball. Mosley can't get it to fall. Here comes Farmington, and they got a 16-point lead, and Taylor's going to stop and pop for 3. It's short. Rebound by Chrisman, up off the glass. It's good. And there's a bucket they're not counting on most of the time. He's going to get an and one opportunity as well.
Chrisman has played well. In the minutes that he's had, he's made an impact on this game in just a small amount of time that he has been in the game, both on the offensive and defensive ends.
Got 4 points, chance at 5 here, and he's been face guarding Woodruff and done a pretty good job on him. Wales checks back in as well with 3 fouls. And that foul was charged to Tate, and that was his 3rd for Morrilton. Chrisman hits the and one. It's a 19-point advantage for Farmington right now.
Just kind of like a slow death right now. Morrilton's played tough. They've played hard, but it's been a lot of Lane Taylor here. 28 points here as we get close to the 4th quarter.
Tate gives it off. Now Swinton with it. Spin move. Nice move. Left hand, left it short. But Mosley working hard on the glass. He gets it up and in. Mosley's having a nice second half. He's got 7 in the period, 9 on the night. Taylor crossover on Pleasant in the lane. Spin move, and that one's blocked. Kind of turned into somebody that time. Pleasant's going all the way, and it's deflected, but they're going to get the foul call, I believe, on Wells. And if so, that's his 4th. It is.
Foul number 12, Sam Wells.
So Barry's been on the bench for an extended amount of time, and during that time, they've extended the lead. So it hasn't hurt Farmington very much at all. Nobody's getting up for Wells. They're going to keep him out there, and that's because Crispin's been playing so well when he comes in. First free throw, no good from Pleasant. Can't get either one to fall, but Woodruff there for the rebound. B.J. Woodruff gets some space on Wells, and he overshoots it. Big rebound from number 32, who's in the game for Farmington, Mr. Caden Hughes, a 6'2 senior. He gets a big offensive rebound. No good. Gets it again. He loses it. And eventually, I believe, Morrilton throws it off of number 13, Hunter Reeves. Going to stay with Morrilton or go back to Morrilton. 55-38, 24.6 to go. You hear Ross checking in for Swinton. And Fondren back in the game for Morrilton as well. So Pleasant has it. It's across the timeline with 20 seconds to go in the third. Big three-point basket right here could give Morrilton a little bit of momentum going into this fourth. Nice.
Yes, nice play.
Nice pass from Pleasant into Roderick Fondren.
Roderick Fondren got up right there.
Yeah, he did. 5 on the clock, 4 on the clock. Taylor with it, 3. Takes his time. He knows exactly how many seconds are on that clock. Couldn't get it to fall, though. That would have been a nice little explanation point on his third period. But even with that miss, it's a 15-point advantage for Farmington, 55-40. We'll be back with the fourth period after this.
See you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it, because first is who we are.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
And we're back here at Morrilton, 55-40. The host team trailing by 15 to Farmington. Farmington comes into this ball game 32-0, and
for a reason,
unblemished on the year, and like you said, for a reason for sure.
But
a lot of it starts with Lane Taylor, but he's not the only pony on the team. They've got a plethora of talent with Jackson Berry, Caleb Blakely, Josh Blakely. I mean, Crispin's been playing well. I could just keep going down the list. Hunter Reeves, Maddox Mahan's had some moments. Hunter Hughes, was that Caden Hughes, sorry.
Let me tell you something. If this Farmington team ends up undefeated, you've got to say they're one of the best that have played in the state of Arkansas because of how tough 4A is.
We got an official discussion here at
Shot
the
clock
table.
is out at the moment.
That could be what it is.
Which we had issues yesterday. They had to keep it down on the court on this side of the arena where we can't see it. May have to go back to something like that if it continues to happen.
They're going to go without it right now.
Keep it at the table maybe, I'm not sure, until they get something going maybe. And now the shot clock's up there. Maybe they were talking about something else and then they realized the shot clock was out.
And we're back.
So Taylor with the ball. Shot clock's working. Taylor trying to get around Fondren. And he gets doubled a little bit by Ross. Gives it up, gets it back. Working off a screen. Between the legs, loses it, but kind of passed it as well. Taylor has it. Spin move off 2 defenders. Flies through the lane, adjusts his body. After he went past the rim, he kind of went back and made that shot. It was a layup version of something Mac McClung might do. I mean, that was impressive.
He's a magician with the basketball.
He's got 30, by the way.
32.
Right. It's starting to, we're starting to get on score watch here.
59-40.
Actually, I've got him down for 33 now.
Yeah. I'll total up mine in a moment, but I think you're right. 33, and we've had 38 from Jake Wilson of, who was at Berryville earlier. And I think he leads all scorers so far. We'll see if Taylor's going to break that. There's a 3. He's been off from there so far today. Can't get it to go. Ross tried to tap it out. Chrisman and company run it down. Chrisman's coming in with a one-hand runner. No good. Gets his own rebound, and he'll get it back up to Wells. Bounce pass to Taylor. Taylor with a no-look bounce pass inside the Blakely. Uh-oh, we may have a serious injury. I think he's grabbing at his calf, I hope. Hope it's not the knee area. Meanwhile, on the other end, Mosley gets one. We've got a timeout. I think it's a calf cramp. Let's pray here for the young man, Caleb Blakely.
That's the way it looks right now. Jackson Berry getting ready to check back in.
He's still down on the court. Not sure. Yeah, we're getting that on. Yeah, you can see on your screen. And that's what it is. They're getting him up. Kind of walk that off. Somebody get him some help. Get that toe pushed back. Get that thing out of there. He may be done for the night after that. Don't want to overstretch something you don't need to overstretch. But it's a 17-point game, so, I mean, we're not completely out of it right now with 6:26 to go. Arena has filled up some since Morrilton got here. And who do we got in the next game? We do have the Lady Devil Dogs next versus, was it Dardanelle?
Gentry.
Gentry, that's right. Okay, that's going to be a good one. Gentry was a fun team to watch, as well as Dardanelle. No, Dardanelle lost to Gentry, so
yes.
It's Morrilton and Gentry. Excuse me. It's going to be a great matchup with Cheyenne Kemp. Farmington doesn't get it to go. Here comes Morrilton. Mosley with the ball. Kick out. Swinton gets into the extended free throw area. That's where he likes to get to, and he gets that one to fall. First points of the game for Swinton. No, I missed one, I believe. I think I wrote them down on Mosley. I apologize. So Taylor has it. He gives it up to Chrisman. Back to Taylor. Working these screens with him right now. Doing a good job at it. Here's a handoff. He gets open in the lane on a hezzy. Got a block from behind on Roderick Fondren. But Josh Blakely in there clean it up. It's a 6-4 start for Farmington in the 6-4 over Morrilton so far in this fourth period. They've extended their lead, 61-44, 5:12 to go. Swinton with it. Gives it up. Pleasant drives. Nice bounce pass from the Fondren, but good defense from Jackson Berry, who's back in the game. Fondren leaves it short. Berry there for the rebound. He hands it off to Taylor, and here come the Cardinals. Jackson Berry been on the bench for a while. Behind the back, couple spin moves. Too many dribbles that time amongst a couple people. Then Taylor, another no-look pass. This time, Josh Blakely can't get it to fall. And here comes Morrilton. Swinton wide open. He got back into that extended area he likes to be. Didn't
Good
get that
rebound.
one to fall, but great rebound from DeCorey Mosley, who's had a great second half. Unless I wrote some points down for him. I think he's got 13. Is that what you got for Mosley? You got 11. Yeah, I gave one of those from Swinton to him.
Let's stay
We're going
here.
to keep it right here. 61-46. Morrilton doing all they can, but Farmington, so tough, so hard to guard. Lane Taylor, man, he puts so much pressure on you as a defense. There's not really a whole lot you can do. 30-second timeout is over. Coming back out on the court. Looks like we're going to have Chrisman coming to inbound. Taylor's in the backcourt. You got two Devil Dogs down here. They're not going to try to trap, at least not so far. Looks like Pleasant will run off. A little bit of a token pressure. Taylor gets across the timeline. They got an ISO on him. He gets into the lane and pops from about 10 foot. You really can't guard him one-on-one. I ain't seen nobody be able to do it consistently yet.
No.
There's been a couple moments. Roger Fonner got a block on him. Pleasant got a 5-second call once, but for the most part, he eats it. You know, he just keep feeding him. He just keeps going to work, keeps getting points no matter who's on him. B.J. Woodruff, another 2. He's got 6 in the period. I'm sorry. That's his first bucket in the period. 63-48. It's kind of staying around 15. Every time Morrilton gets it around 15, just kind of hangs out there since 45-30 early on. Taylor in amongst the trees, leans back, gets that one off the glass.
Amazing game from him tonight.
8 in the period.
Adam, we're going to have to get you ready to go down for the D3 auto. The Platinum Roofing Rapid Reaction in just a moment.
3-point basket, no good for Mosley. Rebound by Pleasant, and I think they got that one on the court. I'm trying to tell up these points for Lane Taylor real quick. 38 points, so he's tied Jake Wilson with the tourney lead so far. Lane Taylor's checking out. He may be done for today, and if he is, he'll tie Mr. Jake Wilson of Berryville for the tournament lead with 38 points in a game. Mosley with the ball. He gets rid of it into Destin Tate. And Destin Tate's had a pretty good ball game today.
Yes, he has.
He gets that one to go.
And you said it earlier,
7
Duran, in the game. They didn't need to get it to 15, and when it got to 15, it's just hanging out there. It's just been there.
Really been back and forth since then. Nice pass off the baseline into Josh Blakely. He gets the bucket. It's a good pass from number 3 who's in the game now for Farmington. That is Jaden Newsom, 5'10" junior.
Looks like Farmington's going to move on into the regional final tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. And Morrilton going to fall. They're going to go into the 1:30 p.m. game tomorrow, third place game.
Got a run out here. And a nice little finger roll by Markel Swinton, who's got 6 in the period. All 6 of his points coming in this fourth. 15-point advantage, 2:09 to go. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this on ASN.
It's a multi-state roofing services provider. We have offices and crews throughout Arkansas and surrounding states.
We provide all kinds of services from roof leaks to roof maintenance, waterproofing, anything residential or commercial.
Being born and raised here in Sheridan, Arkansas, it's a privilege and an honor to keep jobs locally while also serving and giving back to the community.
We have our local ties to the community while also servicing our national customers. We take ownership of your roof as if it were our own.
We're back here in Morrilton, and with 2:09 to go, this one's about done. 67-52. Lane Taylor will stay on the bench. So he'll end his night with 38 points. And what a night. He was a problem for Morrilton early and often. Jaden Newsom has the ball, gives it up to Chrisman. Chrisman trying to drive, goes baseline, kicks it over in the corner to number 5, who's also now in. It's the last spot left for people to come off the bench on my sheet here, and that's Maddox Teeter. Destin Tate gets another bucket.
Tate's had a nice game for the Devil Dogs.
9 points. And let's try to see his class. Destin Tate is a junior. He'll be back.
Sam Kirkman.
Kirkman with the bucket. And that one's going to go out of bounds, stays with Morrilton. Sam Kirkman a moment ago with that bucket. He's a 6'2 sophomore out there, number 2. Number 30 in the game from Morrilton. We don't have him on our roster. I might have looked at that wrong. I think it's 30. Yeah, 30. Don't have him on there, and get some minutes here. And a nice steal from number 25, another guy not on the roster. He thought about throwing it down, kind of lost the handle. And we got a travel, kind of a shuffle of the feet by number 5, Maddox Teeter, the 6'3 sophomore. Lots of backups in the game. I think some of these might be freshmen for Morrilton in here that aren't on this senior high roster that we were given. Number 1, we have a name on number 1 on here. I don't think that's him. He was penciled through. These guys look like 9th graders to me. They also look like they're some pretty good 9th graders, so the future looks pretty bright for Morrilton for a few more years at least. Pass up ahead, miscommunication there, and it's out of bounds.
Morrilton's got a good program down here. They really do.
They really do.
They've had lots of success, made state tournament so many years. They're going to make it again and
top-notch facilities.
See what happens.
Everywhere, all the way around. Softball, football, basketball, baseball.
If only they had a good baseball coach. That's all I know, right?
Oh, Coach Long, we'd like to give him heck, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
He loves to come and shout during our live broadcast behind us and try to scare us. I think he was Bill Harshall's football coach, assistant football coach.
Oh, he was. I had long hair. I had long hair back in that time, and Coach Long always told me, Juju, if I had hair, I wouldn't wear it the way you did.
Bill, you still have long hair. You just grow it upside down. Yeah. Comes off the face now to the top of the head. So that's going to wrap her up. 70-54. Farmington moves on, stays undefeated. We're going to have rapid reaction, platinum roofed rapid reaction with Adam Johnston down on the court in just a moment. We'll take a break as he gets them set. We'll be back right after this.
It's a multi-state roofing services provider. We have offices and crews throughout Arkansas and surrounding states.
We provide all kinds of services from roof leaks to roof maintenance, waterproofing, anything residential or commercial.
Being born and raised here in Sheridan, Arkansas, it's a privilege and an honor to.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
D3 Auto Sales in Des Arc, a name you've come to know, is the Arkansas winner of the Quality Dealer Award and Top 5 Dealer in the Nation by the NIADA.
Hey, I'm Dare Saul. Thank you to all of our loyal customers who's made D3 Auto Sales the #1 used independent in the state of Arkansas. Customer service and community has always been our main focus here at D3. Why are we different? It's our people, and our vehicles look different. Your color, your style, your financing. Call me now, D3 Auto Sales in Des Arc.
All right, we're back here at Devil Dog Arena, and we've got the Platinum Roofing rapid reaction on the sideline with Adam Johnston. He's going to get that interview going right now. Take it away, Adam.
Yeah, down here with Coach Johnny Taylor, Lane Taylor, Chrisman, and Sam Wells. And, Coach, you guys played a scrappy team here tonight, Morrilton. They're a tough team. They got after it there in that first half, but you guys were able to pull away. How were you able to do that?
Well, you got to give Morrilton a ton of credit. Coach Zachary does a really good job. Defensively, I thought they were super aggressive. And then I thought we struggled to guard 11 and 12. You know, part of the reasons we had success, Sam Wells, Cameron Chrisman did a phenomenal job defensively, piggybacking screens, trying to stay connected to 11 and 12. And then obviously Lane did a good job for us offensively, scoring the ball, putting them at a disadvantage in the paint.
Y'all did a great job defensively, especially these two right here. But Coach, you guys haven't lost a single game all year. You know, how have y'all been able to be so consistent throughout the season?
For us, we talk about we're going to play to our potential, not our opponent. So the guys have done a phenomenal job of staying in their roles and believing in their roles and then starring in their roles. And I thought these three starred in their roles.
Right, and hey, Coach is talking about roles. So what do you feel like your role is on the team?
Defensive steals. That's really all it is. I'm a football player at heart, so coming over to basketball, I only have 2 jobs. That's all I do, defense and steals.
And you guys pretty much just swap out on offense, so defensively on Griffin.
Well, you know, it was a tough matchup, but, you know, we're able to stay locked in, stay face guarding on him the whole time, and, you know, we're just able to stop him most of the time. And, you know, he got a few shots off, but, you know, it just happens, so.
And Lane, you are our D3 Auto Sales Player of the Game. You played a terrific game. You had 30-plus points here tonight. Just a complete game. 3-point shot. Talk about this win.
Sir?
Talk about your
Oh, I thought I played good. First half, I was struggling to make shots, and then I started settling in on defense. That made the game a lot easier, just getting in a rhythm and flow of the game. And then finding my teammates. I think I did a lot better job in the second half, not forcing shots and trying to find the open guy.
Yeah, you're definitely an unselfish player, and player pretty much.
Probably more smaller, more unathletic guards. I've always kind of liked John Stockton. I think he's a great passer, and he played with really good players like I get too. So probably him. He's been a big role model of mine.
Yeah. Well, congrats on the victory. Great job, Lane. Back to you.
Thank you, Adam Johnston. Great interviews with Sam Wells, Cameron Chrisman, and Lane Taylor, and head coach Johnny Taylor. The D3 Auto Sales Player of the Game was Lane Taylor, 38 points. He led the way for Farmington. Josh Blakey chipped in 8, 5, and 5 for Caleb Blakely and Cameron Chrisman, and 11 for Jackson Berry. We've got a graphic here on the screen for you for the boys tournament here. As you see, as Bill does his magic, Farmington's going to advance to that championship game. Morrilton will play tomorrow at 1:30 in the third place game. So now we're going to get girls action in a moment. We'll go ahead and get that bracket in front of you. We've got Gravett and Morrilton, Gentry and Morrilton getting ready to play right here next. And we'll have that game for you in about 8.5 minutes. We're going to go ahead and kill this stream. We'll get it back out, and we'll get you going for this game to see who's going to move on to the championship to face Gravett tomorrow. So it's been a fun one. We'll put this one to bed, and we'll be back right after this on the Arts.